All right, we are live. We are live, my people. This is Barrel Up Podcast, going live today on Instagram, getting a chance to talk to the fans, right? Steven, my brother, thank you for joining. Today we're going to talk about the lockout, MLB lockout. Waiting for more people to join. Hopefully my co-host can join today. Thank you, Steven. Let me just pin this right here. I feel you. As long as they're playing, yep, that's what we're all hoping for. We're going to dive into that tonight. Because there's a lot of mixed feelings and feedback with this lockout that MLB and MLBPA should take into consideration. Can you see me good there, bro? Let me see. All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Barrel Up Podcast, live edition today on Instagram Live. Thank you, everybody that joined in. You see me sideways. Okay. Let me see. Let's try and fix it. What about now? So, the lockout pertains to the following. So, the MLB Players Association and Major League Baseball have yet to come into an agreement for the year 2022, right? And as of December 2nd, at 12 a.m. at December 2nd, right? Major League Baseball goes into a lockout. And that means the following. That means that no negotiations are able to be made. Everything is put to a pause. Everything that was flowing so positively in the baseball world gets put to a pause because the Players Association and Major League Baseball cannot come into an agreement. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Barrel Up Podcast. The link is in my bio. Whoever's on this lovely channel and on this lovely chat tonight, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as we will be airing this on the YouTube channel. But let's get right into it. I'm expecting a co-host today. My name is Jean Carlos, for those that don't know me. And tonight we're going to talk about the lockout and what it means. So, it is very sad that we have to undergo a lockout mid off-season signings and doings, right? Everything was going so good. In the last episode that I aired about 2 days ago, I gave you guys insight on all the major free agent signings that took place. We have the Corey Seagers, $325 million. You have the Wander Franco, $182 million. You have Marcus Semien, $175 million, etc. So a lot of players sealed their deals, sealed their careers, right, with these mega contracts. And then from one moment to the other, we have a letter from Robert Manfred basically stating that that baseball has taken into consideration how tough this year has been and how supportive the fans have been. But unfortunately, the collective bargaining agreement between the Major League Baseball Player Association and MLB has expired due to time. It was set for a set time and it has expired. And unfortunately, Major League Baseball Players Association and MLB cannot come into an agreement before it expired to re-extend it, right? So right now, all those beautiful trades, all those optimistic dealings that the teams and their respective teams and players did, that's all good. But now everything is to a pause. We don't know where Carlos Correa is going to go. We don't know where Freddie Freeman is going to go, because right now there's a lockout. No negotiations made. There's no transactions being made. No teams can do anything with each other. Nothing. Simply nothing. And that is right now causing a very big negative impact on the baseball world and on the fans. Right? Because of the fact that we're undergoing a very, very hard year as it is. And for now to just give the fans this absence of baseball. We're in December, for God's sakes, where there's no baseball being played. The least that can happen is for trades to undergo their way, right? Trades. We need some news, some baseball news, right? For those that do watch baseball in the winter leagues, there's baseball happening in the Dominican Winter League, right? And other winter leagues. But the most important thing is Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball, Major League Baseball. So I'm not gonna take a sidestep. I'm gonna go right to the point. It's all about money. This Major League Baseball lockout is all about money. Players want more money. MLB managers and coaches want more money, and it seems that we can't get into agreement. We can't get into an agreement, and it's come at the worst time. Why is this the worst time? Because of the fact that MLB viewings year by year have been going down due to many reasons. The slow pace of the game, not that many action. So baseball throughout the years has been doing a collective effort to bring those viewings back, to bring the percentage of viewings back into baseball, right? America's pastime, for God's sake. America's pastime. And for this to happen from one moment to the other, that just goes to show, that we can't, when it comes to money, you're never going to have a clear answer. We have the Carlos Correas of the world that are wanting $340 million plus, etc. So that's what's going on right now. Luis Sanchez, thank you for joining. Los, thank you for joining. It's a very sad moment. Hopefully that this does not stagger into March 31st and the season, because if that's the case, then that would be a big blow to baseball, right? And it kind of puts things into perspective. Just last week, in Major League Baseball, an average of 12 players signed in the span of a week, totaling up to $1.5 billion. It makes you think now, all these signings that occurred in 1 week, we haven't seen that much money been given out before in 1 week. It makes you think, maybe these owners knew that a lockout was coming, right? Maybe these owners knew that a lockout was coming, and they wanted to secure the best pieces out in the market, as fast as possible. Because what do you leave to teams like the Red Sox, to teams like the Yankees now, that can't do anything, that can't secure some players that, let's say if this lockout were to go all the way into the season, teams are just going to have to go with last year's teams. They're not going to be able to make moves. This is all negative talk, negative vibes around the game. Not good for baseball. This is not good for baseball at all. And, okay, look at it this way. The players want more money. The coaches and managers want more money. We, the fans that basically contribute to these salaries, buying jerseys, buying tickets, buying memorabilia, buying everything, right? We're the ones stuck with the burden with no baseball news, no baseball anything, because of the fact that the MLB, PA, and Major League Baseball, they can't come into an agreement. They can't come into an agreement. So we get the low end of the stick as fans and as analysts, as enthusiasts of the game. That's not fair. That's not fair. Players are getting millions of dollars to play this game. Even those that are rookies are getting thousands of dollars, $500,000 to play the game on a yearly basis. And you mean to tell me that we can't come into an agreement to uplift the game that we love? Because year by year, ratings have been going down as far as viewers. But no, we have to. Robert Manfred says that this is the best possible mediation in terms of deal, in terms of coming into an agreement. I don't necessarily believe that's true. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I want to hear you guys. I don't necessarily think that's true. Yo no creo que esa es la forma para llegar a un acuerdo. La Grande Liga en laqueo total ahora mismo. Porque no pueden llegar a un acuerdo en cuanto a su dinero. Esto es todo de dinero. Esto es un problema monetario. Jay, mi hermano, gracias por la sintonía. Gracias por estar aquí, brother. Hablando sobre el laqueo que hay en la Grandes Ligas ahora mismo. Cómo esto está afectando a la fanaticada. Y cómo está afectando al juego en total. I'm going Spanglish for everybody to understand. This is not fair. This is not fair at all. This is not fair at all. We hadn't seen a Major League Baseball lockout since 1994. 1994. That was the first one, the big one that happened in 1994. And now, again, 26 years later in 2021. Right? What's going to happen? What is going to happen? Are we going to see an elongated lockout? Or are we going to see this get resolved within a matter of days or a week? Hopefully sooner than later. Because this is just taking time away from dealings. This is taking time away from many players getting signed. Everything. Now it's like there's no baseball news. Players are uncertain. Those free agents are uncertain. And this lockout also has to do with a lot of things behind the scenes. So have MLB sign us. I wish, man. I wish. So team owners are also mad at the fact that Major League Baseball and Minor League Baseball have come into an agreement or have set out to pay for housing for minor league players. That's something that Major League Baseball owners don't want to they don't want to abide by. So I understand it, but then again, you have to take into consideration that these minor league players do not get a lot of money in the minor leagues to be able to sustain themselves. Right? I'm going to read the letter that the MLBPA, Major League Baseball Players Association, left. Okay. This is the statement that we got from the MLBPA. Major League Baseball has announced a lockout of its players, shutting down our industry. Right? This shutdown is a dramatic measure regardless of the timing. It is not required by law or for any other reason. It was the owner's choice, plain and simple, specifically calculated to pressure players into relinquishing rights and benefits and abandoning good faith bargaining proposals that will benefit not just players, but the game and the industry as a whole. These tactics are not new. We have been here before, and players have risen to the occasion time and again, guided by a solidarity that has not been forged over generations. We will do so again here. So MLBPA is ready to fight. It's ready to take a stand. We remain determined to return to the field under the terms of a negotiating collective bargaining agreement that is fair to all parties and provides fans with the best version of the game that we all love. So there you go. There you have it. There you have it, my people. That's MLBPA's stand. So what they're saying basically is that Major League Baseball is the one to blame for this lockout, right? Because, quote unquote, to the MLBPA statement, they are MLB owners are trying to force the hand of the players to take whatever deals they have in place for players. You know, since players want more money, they are basically proactively putting pressure on the players to do as they say, and the players are not having it. The players are not having it. The players just think they deserve more money. And now, this is why this is happening. Okay? This is why this is happening. So, I want to hear the fans, what they have to say in regards to this MLB lockout. What are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen? Why did it happen? It goes to show, and it makes sense now as to why these 12 players that just signed and as a collective were given $1.5 billion. Why it happened in a week span. Usually it takes a couple months for all these signings to take place throughout the whole off season. But 12 players signed, and out of those 12 players, there was a lot of big names. It kind of makes sense now as to why they signed in a week. Maybe the owners knew that there was a lockout coming. It kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. So I was surprised. I was surprised that all these players signed that for that many years, for that much money, in the span of a week. In a span of a week, I was very, very surprised to see that. But it all makes sense. There was something behind closed doors about to happen. And there we go. The lockout. The lockout, like I said, has not happened since 1994, 26 years ago. 26 years ago. Okay? So now teams like the Yankees, like the Red Sox, and every other team that have not gotten their hands on the free agency, on players that they wanted to sign or ideas that they had for players, they're not going to be able to do so until a deal comes into place. Until a deal comes into place. And we, the fans, have to suffer. I don't see anything okay with this. As a fan, as an analyst, like I said, there's nothing that can come out good unless that a deal comes out of a lockout for us fans, for the people that actually make this happen. Again, we the fans pay for these tickets. We the fans pay for these memorabilia, merchandise, and all that. We pay for these salaries. Okay? Year in and year out, we pay for these salaries. The players want more money. The coaches and the owners want more money. They're not seeing eye to eye, right? But we have to suffer for it. We the one that pay them, and we have to suffer for it. Not good. I hope this gets resolved as soon as possible, because of the fact that there's a lot of things that have to take place. There's a lot being put in pause right now due to the fact that we cannot agree upon what money. Money is the root of all evil at the end of the day. So I'm going to end this live here. This will be on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Barrel Up Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Barrel Up _baseball. Like this video, comment down below. This is your boy, John Carlos. And let me know what you think, guys. Let me know. I want to know what you think of this MLB lockout, as it's not looking good. It's not looking good. A lot of teams, a lot of players are mad right now. Carlos Correa is one that comes to head right now.